Hi, my name is Karen Foxman. I'm running for Circuit Judge. Circuit Judge includes the entire 7th Circuit, which is Volusia, Flagler, St. Johns, and Putnam counties, and I'll be asking for your vote on August 26th. My race begins and ends on August 26th because I have one opponent in a judicial race. Circuit Court is a courtroom that oversees dependency, family law, higher levels of crime, or higher amounts in civil cases. I've been practicing for almost 18 years, and within the 18 years I've been in a courtroom. I've tried hundreds of cases, both jury and non-jury. I began my practice at the State Attorney's Office, where I worked for 7 years. In the first 4 years I was promoted as a supervisor, and I maintained my position as a supervisor in the courtroom until I was recruited by Rice & Rose, which is a general law firm in Daytona Beach. There I practiced primarily family law and a little bit of criminal defense. I did become a partner there in 4 years and enjoyed that experience very well. But in 2011, after I'd been there for 7.5 years, I was asked to interview for a spot back at the State Attorney's Office. That spot was an administrative spot overseeing all of Volusia County in the 7th Circuit. It was a great opportunity for me to go back to what I loved doing, which was serving the community and keeping the streets safer. And it was also an opportunity for me to be an administrator and oversee a large office of 4 counties and deal with budgetary issues, hiring and firing, mentoring younger attorneys, and all kinds of policy questions. So I did go ahead and take that opportunity, though I was giving up my partnership and of course the financial gain for the fulfillment of the public and community service. So I have been practicing almost 18 years, and I've been significantly both in the criminal and the civil sectors, and I've represented victims in criminal cases, and I've represented husbands, wives, and even children in the family law sector. The way that I've represented children is I volunteered as a guardian ad litem for the entire time I was at Rice & Rose. In fact, helped develop the system in the 7th Circuit for having lawyers volunteer as a guardian ad litem so that they could represent the interests of children and inform the court as to issues of home studies and child care and where the children were safe or what issues there were for the children to help the courts make a custody decision. I've been married for 12 years myself, and I have a 4-year-old little boy. And again, I hope you'll vote for me August 26th.
Could you briefly tell us what makes you qualified to serve the citizens of St. Johns, Flagler, Putnam, and Volusia counties as a judge in the 7th Judicial Circuit?
I'd be happy to. First and foremost, honesty and integrity. I bring with me, as I have throughout my entire career, a high level of integrity and honesty. All of us as lawyers are officers of the court. I think that's something that we need to remember first and foremost. I also bring with me a lot of community service. I mentioned that I volunteered as a guardian ad litem for children and even got an award for providing so many pro bono hours. But more than that, I served on the Volusia County Bar Association as a board member for 7 years. I ultimately was the president and selected by my peers to serve in that way. I've been the president of the Volusia Flagler Association of Women Lawyers as well, and I've tried to, in my entire career, serve the community. First and foremost, you see that I gave up a partnership in order to come back and serve the community in my capacity at the State Attorney's Office. I'd like to continue doing that as a judge. Second, I would point to my trial experience. I think judges that are comfortable to make evidentiary rulings or procedural rulings in the courtroom know how to run the courtroom efficiently, are comfortable and competent to make timely decisions, because time going by for families, whether it's in criminal context or the family law context, can really tear families apart, can keep people from working, can cost a lot both emotionally and financially. And I would make it a goal to run the court system efficiently and hope that litigants would feel that they have a voice in that courtroom. My clients, if they felt that they had an opportunity to speak in a courtroom and were heard in a courtroom, even if they lost, upon leaving, they would respect the decision so much more if they truly felt like they had their day in court. So I bring a diverse perspective because I've had that experience of having a client beside me, knowing what litigants are looking for in the courtroom, or from a government perspective of having a victim next to me or trying to move criminal cases. So I think that diversity, the integrity, and the experience combine to make a good judicial candidate.